2018, last year, the community centre was shut, and then later in the year the library was also shut, and that was moved nearby. And since the community centre was shut, I started a petition in December 2018 to get the council to commit to building a new centre, and since then I've collected over 1,500 signatures from local residents, and I've spoken to hundreds of local residents and really found that it was pretty well used. It was very run down, but it was still pretty well used, but so many people used it for birthday parties, different events, clubs, all sorts of things, and particularly with older residents, that was one of their few social engagements really. They met people, they would chat, they would do an activity, and since that's gone, I was told by one particular lady that she hasn't really seen many people, left her house very much, and she said to me, I've just really been staring at the four walls of my house. Another lady with a couple of daughters that used to go to a dance club there, she now takes those children to South Ashford. So there's more cars on the road, and if that's repeated a number of times, which I think it is, it just increases traffic, and it shouldn't be necessary to have to go to South Ashford to find a similar sort of club. So new facilities.
So I moved to the area in Christmas 2017, and the Bockhanger Community Centre was open for a couple of months. I went there just to go to a weekly book club, just to sort of meet some new people. It was quite reassuring to go there weekly, just to, so I'm going to meet people. So obviously when it did go, I was very disappointed. I obviously do still miss it. When you go to the shops now or past it, you can really notice the absence of it. I quite like seeing the kids around it, just because they could go in for whatever reason they needed to. I suppose it was quite safe to know they had somewhere to go as well. So yeah, you really can notice it. I think even a resident said that all they can look at now is the four walls of their house because of the fact that it's gone. I would like to see it replaced, definitely. It would be very good for the community. A community cafe would be great actually, because you could still continue the book club if you wanted to, maybe put some computers in if that was really in the budget. But yeah, I think it was very important for the community to have it there.
As a resident who has lived in Bockhanger community since 2001, I grew up using the community centre for a variety of things when I was younger. The small football pitch outside, karate classes inside, and other kids' venues including birthdays. As I grew to an adult, I used it to vote for the very first time. I believe that it was knocked down due to disrepair rather than a lack of use. I believe that Bockhanger deserves better, and that we should bring a community centre back to use for kids' activities and clubs more. They obviously nowadays have a tendency to stay at home and use a lot more devices, and getting out and experiencing things and being active and healthy is obviously very good for them. It wouldn't just be for the kids. Obviously the elderly don't have a lot of places to go around in Bockhanger. It would certainly create a space for them to be used. I believe that there should also be a community cafe. There's never been a cafe in Bockhanger to my knowledge. There is a parade of shops, but obviously there's nowhere that you can sit in and eat, and I believe that would be useful for the area. Its predominant use at the moment to the side is obviously kids use it for football, and I'd like to see that extended into it, and maybe some more sports facilities. Hashtag Bockhanger deserves better.
I really do hope the council can get on board by agreeing to build a new community centre, as I think this will help us all to reunite as a community. There is lots that we can utilise a new facility with, like helping the elderly and young people. I have noticed since the community centre was closed down, antisocial behaviour in the Bockhanger and Bybeck wards has increased, and therefore I think a new facility will help children restore pride in the area they live in. So please consider opinions of our residents and take their comments on board, and reconsider your thoughts on this matter. We hope as a community that they can persuade you to think, because Bockhanger deserves better.